Okay, so here we are back. This is the view from the beach, the water. The water's up about 10 feet right now. This time of year, they haven't released water from the dam. So this is usually a sandy beach. This is their place. A little remote, huh? Eric and I have a penchant for places in the middle of nowhere. So
Nowheresville too.
Nowheresville too, yeah, that's good. Now, there's been some damage. That's one of the reasons that we're here. And I'll describe it as we go. But first, here's the boathouse. Notice how close it is to the water. It's really cool. They built this stuff so long ago that doesn't matter. Now they wouldn't let you put something here. The funny story about the boathouse is that since it's not affixed to the ground, it really once was going to be the place they stored the boat. And they once were winching the boat into it, and it pulled the house out into the water. So then they winched the house to trees and pulled it back up onto the land, and that worked out great. So then they got the boat in, but they pulled so hard the boat came out the back wall. It's like a scene from Chevy Chase Vacation. So you can see some broken boards. This lower deck here, some broken boards, but we have a fantastic guy that's fixing things up for us now, named Tom, the house doctor, who we love. Eric fell through this board yesterday. Ouchie. Again, some more views of how beautiful it is. Here's the neighbors. Those neighbors rock. Those are the Nallies. They're the ones that told us there were problems with the house. Wrote a letter. We got up here. So we're walking up the steps, and I think this is worth it just to hear me huff and puff. The woman is in such great shape, right? So under the house is an A-frame. Remember, built by children, small children, and Gene and his wife, Sue. It's where they do a lot of storage. Right now, the lattice is torn down because there's work going on. Oopsie, that was a ball. There's work going on. You can see Eric down there working with the boat. It's very steep, y'all. As you come up into the house, this is where we put out stuff to feed the chipmunks and the fox and the raccoons and stuff. I know you're not supposed to do that, but don't tell. So as you go into the house, it's little, adorable. Let's see if I can get some lights on. This is the living room with a stove that was built in 1869. It's a wood-burning stove. It's a little messy right now, but I know you guys can roll with that. So that's the outdoor picnic table that's inside right now because the deck collapsed. There used to be a lower deck 3 feet below that one and extending out about 15 feet, but it collapsed. So we're rebuilding. And here's the little kitchen. We're thinking about spiffing this place up over the next year and starting rentals on it because it's still going to be a couple of years before we can spend any significant time in it. The Christmas tree windows. Due to our schedules and our kids, but that'll take some elbow grease from us and a little investment, so we'll see how that goes. We're packing, so the bedroom's messy, but this is the little A-frame bedroom. It's usually a closet right here. We've got to reestablish that, as you can see out the window, and it has a little bathroom too. This is what Eric thinks you do with shoes. Whoops, here we go. So, a little bathroom. And the water wasn't working, so we did it with buckets. But the hot water heater was working, so even though we can only get a trickle if you fill the buckets, hot shower. Then the last feature that it has is scary. These are the steps up to the loft. Let's see if I can do this while holding the video camera before the battery runs dead. Here we go. Oof. And up here is 4 little beds and a couple of dressers. Right now it's a lot of storage because we moved some stuff up here. But see the football posters? My husband loves football. Those were his when he was little. And we're going to go back downstairs. I'll show you outside the front, and then we'll be done. So if you go out the front door, this is funny. This door used to have a window in it. Once upon a time, Gene and Sue had their trash out here, and they heard a bear in the trash. So Gene stood up and looked out the window, and the bear was looking in at exactly the same time. This little cute path is up to what was the original parking area. Then over here, very nice feature for those of you that are thinking, gosh, I really want to rent Pamela's house. It's not Pamela's house, but you know what I mean. Is washer dryer. Woohoo! Little parking area here. We have an old metal boat. This boat's steel, and the boys chipped their money together, $10, and went to the fireman's auction in Rangeley when Eric was about 9 years old. They bought that. Over here you've got a woodshed. Kind of cool, huh? This is just a deck on the property next to us. There's no house. And then the driveway out of here. We see deer here, rabbits and chipmunks, fox, raccoons, things like that. And it's gorgeous. The weather right now is about 50 at night and about 80 in the day. And I can't tell you what a wonderful place this is to visit. So be watching. I'll be renting this place, we think, someday through this website. And y'all will want to be the first ones to check it out. Have a great day.